way of them saying we're giving back. The biggest of the corporations tend to have their own foundation which takes care of it. But there's very many other companies that would do this in-house. My question to all of you is how, again, as a starting point, have any of you worked with private for-profit companies in a relationship whereby they are sponsoring you financially or supporting you in some other way? Yes.
Is the time we were running
Remind us of your organization. What does it do?
my organization here in Denmark is called Global Medical Aid.
Yes.
But I'm also a member of a Kenyan NGO called Kenya Young Greens.
Okay.
And we were running a road campaign, safety campaign, and we approached Crown Paints and Coca-Cola in Kenya.
Yeah.
And the Crown Paints give us a lot of paint work to do on the zebra crossing.
I thought they would give you Coca-Cola.
And Coca-Cola gave us water and collars, and they were happy to bring their corporate people to come and work with us.
Okay, indeed, yes. We had another example here. Did I see a hand here? Any other example there?
I'm a part of an organization named Scandinavian Human Rights Lawyers, and it's different lawyers who work with different issues. Some lawyers work with immigration law, and we have had some events at the university, at Sweden, Uppsala University, and we have like every year we have an award we give to a person who works with human rights, like the best person. And then this year we had a law firm who sponsored everything. White & Case, you maybe have heard about it. White & Case have a lot of firms in the States and some in Europe too. And they covered everything and like all the speakers and stuff like that. And they do pro bono, and a law firm who works with business, they have a lot of money, so they could do that kind of things.
Indeed, I think if you are not working with companies or corporations, consider working with them. The main things you have to do is you make your own ethical decision as to what companies you will not work with. Yeah? So just make that big decision, what types of companies you will not work with, so that you don't run into difficulty. Then apart from that, if an opportunity comes to work with companies, you work with them. For example, it may be a decision that you will not work with any company that manufactures arms and ammunition, weapons, or companies that make tobacco, or whatever it is. But whatever your own organizational feelings are, just make that broad decision. Companies and companies' sponsorship can work very well because the support they can give you need not only be cash. We've already seen an example whereby they can give you expertise. You can also see instances where they can give you things in kind, like the paint or some of the resources they actually produce. And all of this helps significantly. In some cases, if you're talking of just a general trading company, the specialism they give you might be amongst their staff. But if you then come into specialist companies like lawyers and accountancy firms and architects and things like that, the other way to work with them is through their clubs. And there is, we've mentioned yesterday, we mentioned again, lawyers and others do what's called pro bono services. Pro bono is Latin meaning for the benefit of. So it's a sort of free service, that's what they call their free services. And it's extremely useful. If you take, for example, Afford as an organization benefits from maybe £50,000 worth of legal advice, legal support a year through pro bono service. In fact, I had the habit of, when I'm interviewing staff for Afford, I run the interviews at the offices of my city law firm to intimidate people, because it's the most beautiful building in the city and the most expensive lawyers around. They charge about, so their partners charge over their mid-range people charge over £1,000 an hour. That's what they charge, and they work for me for free. Yeah, so you can access their pro bono schemes, and some of them are very well developed and an easy way of accessing it. And apart from the substance of the help they give you, it also brings a bit of credibility. And remember, network, agents of influence to you, because they can host an event at their offices for you. And an invitation saying that venue may be more enticing to some people than others. They may even be able to send the invitation out in their name and things like that. So explore those opportunities.